Hey, what's up? Sorry, I was trying to get my I don't know what was going on. I was trying to get my mute thing undone in my
Hi,
video.
Carla.
How you feeling?
I'm all right. How are you?
Hey, I'm always great no matter a bad day in my life.
Good to see you. It's been a while.
No, it definitely has been a while. I know you said you had a an event too that you got done. How did your event go?
Oh, it went really, really well. It's just there were some technology glitches with it, and everything turned out exactly like it's supposed to, but I couldn't stream from Zoom into my Facebook group. I could stream into all the other Facebook groups that I'm a member of. And then the audio on my Zoom went out. I just had to reconnect. I don't know what was happening, but we are just like sure it had to do with just all of the powerful day that 11/11 was. But everything turned out great. I just invited group members into a Zoom call, and there were like 16 people that showed up, so it was good.
Oh yeah, that definitely was a good turnout too. 16 people. That was cool. What was the Zoom about?
Um, I was sharing about alignment and ascension, and the two coaches that were on there also they're energy workers, so they have recently written a book, and the the book is about it's like a light workers, I guess they call it like a guide so that we know what to do, but it
Hmm.
was it was very interesting. A good call overall, and beautiful day. We've had amazing weather here. Where are you at?
Delaware, Philly area.
Oh, how's it been there?
Well, it's freezing outside. It's really cold over here. Where are you calling me from? You said where?
Colorado.
Colorado. Oh, okay. So was it usually hot over there, right? West Coast.
It's been actually really mild here. We've had 60-degree days. If that's global warming, I will take it all day long, even though I know it's not good for the planet.
Yeah, no, 60 degree. Yeah, I wish it was 60 degree over here. It's probably like I think today was probably 50 something. The other day was probably like 30, but then it's like kind of weird because then there'll be days where it shoots all the way up to like 70, and that's just extremely out of pocket. I don't know why that happens, but yeah, it'll get like that too over here. But now that's good that your event turned out well too as well. It's good connecting with you. I feel like I haven't talked to you in year, 2 year. I don't know. It's been a long
Well,
time.
I don't know. It's been a while. I think we connected briefly not too long ago, but I know you're not, or maybe it was just your messenger. So you're not doing copywriting now, right?
Yes. Well, I'm the skill I still use. I just don't do it for other like businesses. I only do it
Right.
for my own business in order to continue to push out my message. To be
Okay.
honest, and you do is it spiritual healing or
No, I don't do, I wish I was that gifted, but I'm not yet. I'm I'm running two masterminds for entrepreneurs and online coaches.
Mhm.
So those are the two paid groups that I do. I have a couple of one-on-one clients as well. And just, scaling, looking at doing some things, pivoting a little bit going into the new year as well.
Okay.
So I'm still doing my Facebook lives every week in my group, and then the two mastermind groups, I have one in the evening, like Wednesday evenings,
Yeah.
and I have another one during the daytime on Thursdays.
Okay. And when in the masterminds, what do you guys just different topics every time or?
yeah, different topics around and supporting the professionals in there just around mindset. And we tap generally. Last week we talked pretty heavily about marketing and doing a Black Friday offer.
Mm. So you're doing so in the mastermind, so you're just running the mastermind. Is it like business coaching then that you're I guess the direction that you're going into or
That's, yeah, yes.
okay, all right,
Yeah,
cool.
I just figured out finally that trying to get people who have anxiety and depression to like self-identify was impossible. And the people that want to do the work are people like us anyway.
Yeah.
So it just is, it's been a really great experience. I've met a lot of just powerful coaches that I have in my program as well. And actually, I have three hypnotists in my groups between the two of them.
Hmm.
Yeah. So able to help them network a little bit and just kind of going with the flow of what feels good for me too.
Okay. So you're saying now I'm just writing this stuff down just in case like I actually it's funny, I just got off of a call with someone else that was looking at network and all that stuff too as well. So maybe I'll just connect you guys too as well.
Oh, cool. That'd be awesome. So what are you up to now? Like, if you're not doing copywriting, are you just
Honestly, motivational speaking and like
okay?
yeah, honestly, it's really just motivational speaking, and it kind of comes with the mindset coaching in that terms. But yeah, that's really what I've been doing. Honestly, I've been speaking at schools, small business groups, like Score for it was like it's called Score, but for Delaware small businesses. I spoke there too as well. Spoke at different networking events too, honestly just like keynote speaking and motivational speaking, and then like I said, it's been going into kind of like the mindset coaching and just helping people when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
maximizing their day and
Oh,
all that.
that's awesome. I think that you would, I mean, well, how old are you? You're
I'm
pretty
20. I just
young.
turned 26. Yeah.
Okay, so you can really, the kids at the schools, are you speaking of high schools?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure they could really identify with you as young as you are.
Yeah. Yeah, like the school I spoke at, it's like Martin Luther King High School in Philly. Yeah, like high schools spoke at like, like middle school programs type of thing. But yeah, they kind of connect with me, like you said, because it's like, oh, okay, it's coming from somebody that's like not as older. So they're like, oh, they're just it feels like doesn't feel like a scolding, almost feels like a conversation with like a peer or something like that. Um, so yeah, that's really what I've been doing. I joined Toastmasters too. Um, are you know
Okay, what
Toastmasters?
is that exactly? Like, can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, Toastmasters is a international public speaking group. So it's been around for years, and what they do is they teach you how to public speak, and then they also have competitions where you can actually win international competitions for public speaking. And when you're really good and you go up in their ranks, you can become what's called an accredited speaker. So when businesses such as Amazon and Bank of America and all of them are looking for speakers to come speak at their events, depending on what their niche is or what the small business is. They'll reach out to Toastmasters, and Toastmasters will have a directory of people that they consider accredited speakers that have hit the criteria for their group in order to do so.
Okay.
And then, like I said, you can also win this international public speaking thing like once a year. And then it also is just another way for you to kind of get more publicity because it's like an international group too as well. So yeah, that's what Toastmasters is.
Oh, that's awesome. That sounds amazing. Um, so these are all paid speaking events,
Oh yeah, yeah, yes, yeah. Like
and
with my, I'm sorry, you said what?
the public schools are paying as well, or is that like donated time?
It's paid too well because like when I speak at the public schools, usually through like a program or something like some type of like the last one I when I spoke at the public school, it was through a program called Inspiring Minds, which is kind of like a nonprofit that is meant for like kids to keep them like out, out of the streets and all stuff. It's like an after school program.
Mhm.
And because of the money that they raised from there too as well, they were able to pay for speakers. They had different speakers there too as well. They had another public speaker that's pretty famous too as well. His name is B. McFly. He was there. They had different people speaking on financial literacy, real estate, all that stuff. So they were able to pay like all the speakers there too.
Awesome. What topic are you speaking on? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, so different things, right? A lot of it honestly goes down to like just I would say the biggest topic honestly with me is just speaking about the ability to achieve my goals and to execute in the midst of chaos. So just showing them how to set their goals, how to maximize your day. Like I'm actually doing a like a webinar. I don't know if you're available too as well on like this weekend. I'm doing a webinar on the weekend to teach people how to just like maximize their schedule, right? Something like as simple as that and maximize their day. Um, because that's, I mean, me personally, me winning each day piece by piece has what helped me achieve so much and get so far at the age that I am at, where, like a lot of people are twice my age, not in the same, level. And I'm just all blessed for all of this. It came from me just winning each day over and over again. So that's
Mhm.
why that's like basically the majority of my topics, to be honest with you, just about goal setting and achieving anything you can, regardless of your circumstances.
So how are you promoting yourself? Are you putting yourself, I'm sorry, I just don't really, um, the algorithm has us locked into the same 20 people over and over again. So I don't see other stuff. So I don't know if you're putting stuff on Facebook or Instagram or
Yeah,
like how are you
I
promoting
post
it?
every day.
Just so I
I
can
post
tap
every,
into that too.
I post into it every single day. On Facebook, Instagram. I have ads running on Instagram. I
Tell me
also,
your Instagram handle so we can connect over there because I don't think we're connected.
yeah, it's I mean, I'm just wait. Where's my phone? Get out of the phone. I'll just it's over to you. Um, yeah, I just put it in Messenger.
Okay. Is it Loso 2.0?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I didn't go to Messenger. I just was in Instagram. All right. So I'm just following you there. I'm Serendipity Trekker over there. And that'll be good.
Oh yeah, I see right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there. So yeah, like I'm running,
So go ahead, Carlos.
Oh no, I'll say so. Yeah, that's how I've really been doing. Just posting every single day on all social media, running ads, networking in person, going to a lot of networking
Okay.
events.
So you're not doing just organic, you're doing ads as well?
Yeah, I just basically I do everything. Like so, yeah, I do
Okay.
ads. I would say when I do the ads, it's more because I feel like a lot of times we're doing organic. And not saying that it's like this all the time, but a lot of times when I'm doing organic, it's kind of like, all right, I talk to, especially with Facebook, it's me talking to a lot of other business owners too as well. So it's kind of like B2B,
Absolutely. Yeah.
but with ads, it's more like B2C. So like it's actual consumers that like look at my stuff and go like, oh, okay, that's actually decent, and they'll click on my website. Like, okay, cool. All right, this
Okay.
is this is all right, or something like that. So I feel like with a lot of times with like Facebook and also it's like B2B, stuff like that. And then with like business owners, they may not, see. I'm not saying they may not see the value in your thing. They might see the value in my thing. Right now because a lot of times when I spend my message, put a message out there, it may not all be the message is not always for business owners. It may really be for that consumer, that person who's trying to change their life around. It doesn't have to be they starting a business doesn't have to be change your life around. You know that with studying anxiety and all
Right.
that. So it could be you just one, you could be there's such thing as entrepreneur, right? Where you just want to grow in your business, right? Or like grow in your job, anything like that. So like that's why I feel like when I run the ads, it's more I get consumers that actually reach out and they're like, oh, okay, and I see your things. Oh, I appreciate this. Hey, can I purchase a book or something like that? It's more on those lines.
Gotcha. Awesome. I'm actually doing an in-person speaking engagement in December here in
Mhm.
Colorado in December.
Mhm.
So I'm excited for that. So things are changing. I think this year has changed a lot more rapidly than the year before, for
Mhm.
sure.
That's good. How many people are gonna be? Is it gonna be like a big event or is it like something like a
Um,
little?
I think there's like 25 speakers. I want to say something like that.
Hmm.
It's like a 2-day event, and it's all about healing and that kind of stuff. So
Have you
that's
ever spoke publicly in person before?
not in that respect. I mean, I I taught high school for a long time, so I
Oh,
mean, that's different. That's why I was so excited to hear you're talking at the high schools because the kids could they can use that so much.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you nervous for your speaking gig?
No, not really. Actually, I'm not. I guess I just am not nervous. Like I already know what I'm going to talk about. I do Facebook Lives all the time. I think that helps. That kind of practice really helps a lot. So I don't know. I might be hitting you up to ask you for advice.
I'm gonna say it helps because I did Facebook Live, but I feel like sometimes it's a little, as you know, as a teacher though, it's a little different when everybody's just like staring at you in the room and it's just like, all right,
Hmm.
just getting like, you know, getting them engaged. I think that's the biggest part. Like that's the part that like, because I don't know, even though I've spoken like in person like so many times, I don't know if it's like a nervous thing. It's kind of like oh, a little bit in the beginning. I'm like I can feel my throat tighten up a little bit, and then by the time I'm done, I'm like by the time I get like 2 minutes in, probably 30 seconds in, I'm like all right, I'm good now. I just gotta once I get everyone engaged and I get them like clapping or screaming or whatever they're doing, it's like all right, I'm good now. I'm good because then I did everything I could have did to embarrass myself anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm up here anyway now.
That's awesome. Yeah. Just to get that feedback, like the immediate feedback
Yeah.
is is epic. Well, I haven't, well, it's December like 7th and 8th, and I haven't like completely decided on my topic. I know I will be taking them through an exercise, so it'll be like some participatory like
Okay.
activity. Um, just like my Facebook Lives, kind of like that idea.
Hmm.
It's like 20 minutes. I could do 20 minutes with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am super excited about that and just have some other collaborations going on moving into the new year. One of
Hmm.
them is with a marketing coach for like my mastermind, and
Hmm.
I'm going to go and work with her people and just having fun with things, not like worrying about like these huge um, nurture events or master classes because I never got clients from that anyway,
Hmm.
honestly.
From you said from like classes and stuff, you saying?
From like a nurture event, where they do a free 3-day event where people can come to it.
Okay.
And I never, it's just, those are exhausting and it's not really my jam. So I've just decided, I do Facebook Lives all the time. I figure that's a pretty good nurture event because I show up every
Yeah.
week to get there. I think a lot of it's just to get through that know, like, and trust deal
Hmm.
for. the master class
Mm.
idea.
No, I definitely agree. I definitely agree with that. No, I mean that all sounds good too as well. I'm definitely open to any collaboration ideas or anything like that if you want to do that too as well. I know after you get done, you sound like you're pretty busy. Got a lot of-
Yeah, well, just the busier I am, the better I am, really.
Mhm,
Like running those two groups is it's it's really fun. I just really like hanging out with them,
mhm,
and they don't have a lot of that. It's just trippy, like being company of other entrepreneurs. Everybody's
yeah,
in like such a different place that it's I mean, there's a coach in there, two coaches actually that have written books. I haven't written a book, but masterminds are different where everybody's kind of helping everybody else. And we have coaches like that have just started that are in the group
mhm,
as well.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great actually. You haven't written a book? I thought you did.
Not yet. Have you done a book yet?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you?
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
I think I gotta like I think that at some point I saw that you had done that. I need to like tap into that, Carlos, too.
No, I got you. I'll send it all over. What's your email address again?
My email address. Let
Hmm.
me it's exactly what my handle is in Instagram, serendipitytrekker at
Okay.
gmail.com.
Okay, so Instagram handle at Gmail. Yeah, I'll send over like my website and book and all that stuff too as well. And I'll send over if you do have time during the weekend, I'll send over the link to my webinar or the if you can't make it too as well, I'll do replays too as well for it. I'll send all that stuff
Awesome.
over. This one's about
Um,
maximizing your day and like maximizing I call it
okay.
the 2.0 schedule.
I think that actually, if you're interested in coming into one or both of the mastermind groups
Hmm.
to speak to the coaches in there around public speaking, that
Hmm.
would really be very beneficial for them.
I could do that.
Um, because they're, I mean, just getting them to like pull the trigger and do a Facebook Live is like, Carlos, I've gone back and I looked at some of my first ones. I'm like, oh my God. But still, I just did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I could definitely do that. When would you want me to do that?
Um, Probably, possibly, possibly in December. I'm just pretty much, well, God, Thanksgiving is like next week.
It really is actually. I didn't even think about that.
It is
Because you
next
said
week.
December, I was like, "Damn, December sound I'm like, December really is about a week or two from today.
Yeah, it's
November
flying
goes by
by.
fast.
So we could look at some time in December. I'm not even sure. Let me look at my calendar. Um, December. Oh, this year Christmas is on a Monday.
That's weird.
Okay, so it's like I said, I do two groups. One of them is Wednesday evening,
Hmm.
and that's at 7 p.m. Eastern. Are you guys central in Philly?
No, we're Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. All right, so 7 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays, and then on Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern. So that's like an afternoon call.
Hmm.
But
Oh,
if that's something that interests you, you could definitely offer. whatever you want to offer for the coaches in there. I just think that might be an intimate kind of setting where you could actually make a difference for them
Hmm.
because we're on Zoom, where with the Facebook Lives and the alignment project, it's like the Facebook Lives are good for replays and those sorts of things.
Hmm. I know what you're saying. Zoom is definitely a lot more. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got get back engagement and all that stuff. I know what you mean. I could do that. So December, sometime December. Wednesday is 7, one on Thursdays.
Yeah, I'm thinking probably we do um, we could do like the 13th, 14th. And you don't have to do both of them. You could do one of them.
I don't mind either way. I'm
I
just
just
looking.
feel like having another talking head in there talking to them makes a huge difference. Like
Hmm.
when I used to bring guests all the time I was doing 6-week coaching programs for like level 1 and then level 2 for the second 6 weeks. And it worked out really, really great last week when I brought in the marketing coach for them.
Yeah,
And just having them have the ability to reach out just changes the energy. It's a good thing.
I can see that. Definitely can see that being things. Just something. It's like sometimes it's like something new. You see, okay, cool. Sometimes, even with like my speaking, kind of like you were saying before too, right? Like you were like, hey, you were teaching for a long time, and sometimes when kids have someone closer to their age, they can connect a little bit. Okay, cool. It just gives them a different perspective. That's all.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Well, plus having some male energy in there as well. I do have one, two. Oh, shit, I just thought of something. I need to add somebody. I just have another man that I met last week.
Hmm.
He's a marketer. He doesn't do any coaching,
Hmm.
but I asked him to join. I have to remember to add him to the group because I haven't added him yet.
Hmm.
So I'm glad I'm talking about this, but I have 1, 2, 3 men in the groups like combined. So it's
Yeah,
just good to have I think it's good to have some male energy in there.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
That's cool then. Okay. So 13th, 14th, that's all good. And then I'll send over my information like on my book and all that stuff, and then my webinar thing as well. And then I also refer that guy to your group too as well. When I refer people to you, do you want me to just give them like your Facebook?
Yes, I think, well, if they're not on Facebook, you
Hmm.
can give them my email.
Which is the IG at
But
Gmail.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I could do that. That's,
What's your email address, Carlos?
it's
Are you just gonna like pop it over?
yeah, cool. It's Carlos Henry 224 at gmail.com.
Okay. So if you could come up with some sort of like experience for them to go through and
Mm-hmm.
something they can walk away with where they can really like take what you're telling them and apply it to their business. Because
As far
I'm
as when they go
thinking,
to public speaking, right? I could do
yeah,
that.
well, public speaking, Facebook Lives, all of that stuff, where
Hmm.
just I've talked to them before, and I'm I'm just like a master bullshitter. Honestly, like being a high school teacher, like it's like, well, you know how you've had teachers in the past where they could talk about anything for hours.
Yeah.
And if you could distract them long enough, then you wouldn't have to do your homework. So just that art of conversation, I think, would be a good topic
Hmm.
to go through with them. So are you thinking like the 13th and 14th would be okay?
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right. And how long do you think you need to talk with them? Would you want the whole 60 minutes or
I would say go for the whole 60 minutes only because I don't know how it's going to be with like engagement. Because I mean, I'm if
cool?
it depending on how the engagement is, really honestly.
Okay. I mean, I always can pull something out of my, and they actually are very, both, both groups are, they're so different.
Hmm.
Like, I just like bring this back a lot of times to like just thinking about my classrooms. There was one year
Hmm.
where I taught 6 psychology classes all day, every day, but every one of them was in a different place. It was like, so the groups are just very different, but they
Hmm.
are both very um, willing to participate and answer questions and ask questions. And by the people that aren't talking, then I just ask them what they think by name, and then they
Hmm.
always talk.
Hmm.
So it's just one of the things that we noticed last week. This marketing coach she's a trauma informed marketing coach.
Hmm.
And there are so many people that are just like they come into coaching with their message being traumatized before and just offering them that extra little boost of help where like for Thanksgiving week, I'm not going to be coaching in the groups, but I'm
Hmm.
going to open up like a kind of like a work hour, a power hour for them all to come in together
Hmm.
to talk about their Black Friday offer. Because I remember the first time I put an offer out, I was so nervous, you know.
Yeah,
So just to give them some good tips that they can walk away with and maybe do a Facebook Live the next day or whatever.
hmm,
I do have Facebook groups for each of those masterminds that I can invite you into if you'd like to post anything for them.
that's cool. You talking about for like with the okay, yeah, I could do that.
Because
I
I
could do
think that way they could get to know you a little
yeah,
bit before.
that man too. Cool.
And if you know any entrepreneurs that, I mean, the biggest part of like what I do in the mastermind is I help them set goals,
Hmm.
like going back to what you said that you
Yeah.
talk about.
Mhm.
Um, and I'm developing this like strategic business plan to go over with them as well. But having them just get into this habit of having accountability partners is huge because there's a lot of people, and I was like this at the beginning too, where I just go in my office and sit there and wonder what the hell I'm supposed to do. Where, you know what I mean? Where
Mhm.
it's different when you have an accountability partner and just some people that are cheering you on.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's just like going to the gym. If I had to keep going to the gym by myself all the time, I wouldn't go. But I know sometimes when I don't feel like going, my friends just like, "Yeah, I'm on the way," and I'm like, "All right, I got my shoes right now. I'm about to put them on." and run our way. It's kind of like that,
Yeah,
yes.
I like that. I go to the gym because I can see a couple of my friends there, but you know what? My coach has me on speed dial. If I don't show up, he calls me or he texts me.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's just how it is. Sometimes people need that extra push. Not everyone.
absolutely. I don't get it all the time, but if I don't show up for a couple of days, you can guarantee that he's sending me a message or what. But I think it helps. That communication piece is huge.
Hmm.
And just to get people to realize that it's we're just talking to people. I tell them
Hmm.
all the time to do personal invites.
Hmm.
I mean, that's how every one of them ended up in the group with me. I sent them a message. I post things on Facebook too, but that's mostly just out there in the ether, just floating around. And
Yeah.
yeah, cool. Well, I'm excited that you'd like to do that for us. That sounds amazing.
Yeah. Excited for the opportunity too as well. Um, what are you just leaving the gym right now, or are you about to get a workout?
I did leave the gym a little bit ago. Actually, I left the gym. I had a call in my car and then a little bit of a space there.
Hmm.
And so I'm going to run into the supermarket after we're done and actually, I need to go into drive by the ATM too. I just, my car, I like it for my office too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I definitely agree with that too. I like that's it's a good thing about Zoom. You can do meetings on the go. That's a good thing about it.
Yeah, for sure.
But it was definitely great talking to you also.
So yeah, really great catching up with you as well. I'll send you some information before, like probably the week before,
Hmm.
and get you into the groups
Hmm.
as well. And you never know, you might hear from me about this whole speaking thing.
Hopefully. I'm here for that.
Awesome.
Definitely here to help them. Well, definitely appreciate you. I'm actually I might be young, but I'm old too. I'm getting close to my bedtime. I go to bed for 10 o'clock every night, so I can wake up at 5.
Well, it's later there. I mean, like it's 7:40 here, so that's
It's
getting late. I was
9:36 for me.
surprised. Yeah, awesome. So anything I can do for you, let me know. Be happy to
Okay.
even help you we could go through like a personal tapping script for you to do before you get on stage if you're having these like somatic kind of responses where
Hmm.
that might really help as well if you're interested.
Oh, yeah, that's something I could talk about. Honestly, like I said, it's usually like it's like a mixture of excitement and just like then I'm like, dang. I'm nervous. And it's funny because even sometimes I'll even start off with that, like, dang, shoot, I'm just nervous. Can y'all just clap for me or something so I can get they're just like
Yeah. Oh, that's good. I like that. Well, there's um in our brain,
mm,
one of the things to remember is that we have this place in our brain where we are where
mm,
anxiety lives, but right next door, the neighbor to anxiety is excitement. So if
mm,
you can just really tap into that feeling and be like, oh, I'm not nervous, I'm just excited.
yeah.
So, yeah,
Dang, I'm not gonna lie to you. That little piece that you just told me right there, I'm gonna take this little snippet and post it on my page as
absolutely. Yeah.
content.
Yeah. Well, I got it from some TED Talk speaker when
Mm,
I was going through. I mean, I probably could use a little more anxiety in my life. At this point, I'm so like, I have complete control over my nervous, well, not complete, but way better than I used to. And yeah, there's a TED Talk that I heard that, yeah, they just are neighbors like in your brain.
mm.
So just have anxiety go next door to excitement and like hang out together. Yeah, tag
Nah,
me in it. I'd love to see it.
yeah, I
Tag me in
got
it and
you.
I'll share it into the groups too.
I got you. I got you. No, I appreciate it though. I'm about to get ready for bed. I have to send this couple orders off for my book, and then I'm after that you know get ready for go to sleep so I can
All
wake up
right.
and do it all over again. I appreciate
Good
you
connection.
stuff. It
Thank you
definitely was
so
great.
much.
Definitely was great connecting. I look forward to talking to you again soon.
Okay. All right. And if you decide you want to do that tapping script, just let me know. We'll figure it out. Okay.
Okay. All right. I
All
appreciate
right.
it. I'll see you.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Take care. Bye, Carlos.